The guru is live.
Good morning. We're talking foundation and core systems today. I hope you're having a great morning. Grab a cup of coffee because we've got a lot to talk about on a hot topic of core systems this morning. Okay. Wow, we are already heading into mid-February. By the way, I hope you did not miss the members-only event yesterday. The members-only event was on fire yesterday. We were taking apart the one-week business plan to build your business directly. When we're building your business directly, this is impacting you exactly, spot on. And to access that recording, all you have to do is hit subscribe. That's the subscribe button in YouTube. And that will open up the Guru members only events. Okay, let's get over to the topic today, which is core systems to the home. Why do we care when we're agents about the core systems to the home? I mean, it's the buyer and the seller. Why would we care, right? Well, we care, number one, because we care about our clients. And these are core. These are critical systems. And by the way, next thing is, I hope you care about yourself and building your business, because core systems, boom, can make it fail. Just boom. All of a sudden, core systems can make your sale go down in flames. What can we possibly do about core systems like the foundation of the home? Okay, just a moment. What type of foundations do we actually have out there? So, I mean, there's a lot of different foundations. Everyone knows the standard foundation where you have cement around the home and it sits there and there's a crawl space. And then there's a vapor barrier underneath to protect the home from mold and all the parade of bad stuff that can come up from underneath the home. However, that's not the only type. That is a common type in our area, but that is not the only type of foundation by a long shot. I mean, there are slab foundations. My home in Corbin, Oregon is a slab style foundation. And the slab style foundation, the home sits on a cement slab. It's simple as that. It's not better, it's not worse, but it sits on a cement slab. There is no crawl space. You can't get underneath of it. The inspector's not going to have to go underneath of a cement slab. However, it's, again, not the only style out there. We have things like post and pier. Post and pier foundations. This is where you have usually little cement pads and a pier, usually a treated timber of some sort. Doesn't have to be treated, but usually they're treated. That is holding up the joists underneath the home. And these are called post and pier. It's a post sitting on a pier, usually a cement style pier. These homes do have crawl spaces, just like the first type I was talking about. You may have a problem with a current lender that doesn't want to lend to a post and pier home. However, post and pier homes are legal. You can use them. It is possible to use them. If they're not being supported by your lender, you need to know that early on in the game, because it will slow you down on closing the deal for your client if you have to go back and find another lender and attach a different lender. And let's remember this, in negotiations, it's all about having to negotiate this, and the other side can deny you. They simply can say, no, we're out of the deal, because they get nervous that you can't close the deal. So if you haven't prepared yourself in advance and gotten the correct lender, well, then there may be trouble. There is trouble a-brewing, as they say. Let me go back to what the purpose of the foundation actually is. It is to support the home. This is why lenders are so critically on foundations. They want to know about the structure of it. They want to know what it is, and they want to know the condition of it. It actually supports the home from falling down. Now, of course, we are, we're all over this. This is what closes our deals. You want to build your business? You want to have client credibility? You want to have client trust? You've got to know something about it, at least saying, this is a posted pier, and tell them what it is. This is a slab, tell them what it is. This is a wood foundation. By the way, there are some counties still. There's some areas still that allow for wood foundations. This was a new one for me, even for your guru. A few years ago, I closed a deal on a house that had a wood foundation, and I was surprised to find out that that lender even allowed it. I didn't know they allowed actually wood sitting on the ground. I thought it had to at least be a post and pier. Now, put in the comments, by the way, what kind of foundations have you run against? What kind of foundation troubles have you run against on closing the deal? Can you close the deal on all different forms of foundations? Have you run against problems with that? Would love to hear from you on this. By the way, take a moment and like the show. In social media, I look at this every day. I follow it every day. All the likes, I get back to everybody. You make a comment, I get back to you. I would love to hear from you. What is working for you up with the show? Is the show going deep enough for you? Are they hitting the topics that you want to hear from? Because I have one focus, and it's building your business. I want to help you build your real estate business bigger than you ever thought it could be. You deserve to have a great career. You've chosen real estate. You got licensed in real estate. You took the state and federal exam, and you're licensed. But now you're kind of wondering maybe what to do with it, and you're fishing around because you have leads but no clients, or you have no leads and you have no clients. You don't have a sphere. Well, we can help you with exactly that. Number one thing is for free, tune into our show. Number two, for free again, go over and hit the subscribe button in YouTube and open up the members only events, the Guru member only events, where we go deeper into building your career. Things like foundation are critical, just like they're core to the home. They're core to your understanding and building your career and showcasing your knowledge, skills, and abilities to your clients. The standard KSAs, knowledge, skills, and abilities to your clients, which create trust from the client. Make no mistake. KSAs create trust with the client when you are upfront and leading that path. Don't lie about it. Never. You might want to only be the source of the source. Not even telling, but at least be the source of the source. That is telling them where to find the information. Pardon me while your guru was sipping a little coffee this morning. I get wound up about this because I get excited about building your business. We are in mid-February, and real estate is on fire. We've got leads coming in like crazy. People asking about selling their home. You know why? Because it's spring cometh, and people get excited about selling their home in spring. Okay, let's look underneath the foundation. Let's look underneath the home. What is down there to be concerned about? Well, water's down there. It very well could be water. It doesn't have to be water. It could be rodents. I'm not going to say that's worse, but one or the other, either one, are going to cause havoc in closing the deal and putting money in your pocket and putting the growing wealth of home ownership in the pocket of your client. And if you're representing the seller, you really need to think about having a pre-inspection. It's not done very often, but having a pre-inspection to find out what's underneath the foundation. What is down there? What's going on with it? You need to know these issues in advance. If the homeowner has ever said these things to you, well, we had a flood a few years ago, or we had some water pumped out of underneath the house a few years ago, we had some water issues a few years ago, you need then to talk to them about, let's put the fire out early and have a pre-inspection done of the home so that you can be prepared, instead of having the inspector come in with a solid buyer and then letting you know of the things that you have to repair at that time. Let's do it in advance and prepare. They're wanting to sell their home in spring. You're the one they've chosen. You're the excellent choice, and you're the one with the KSAs, the skills, the knowledge, the skills, the abilities. Well, this is why you're the licensed one. This is why you care and we care about foundations and core systems. What other kind of core systems are there? Well, there are heating systems. If your heater is out, by the way, it is considered that the home is not habitable. And now you don't have to have a cooling system, by the way. But heating and cooling systems are critical, particularly heating systems. You can sell a home without a cooling system. We all know that. No problem. I get it. Although a lot of people do want heating and cooling systems. And if it has it in there, you're going to want to know on the home you're helping your seller sell as the listing agent. You're going to want to know, does it work? Or are there problems with it in advance? When it comes to core systems, the lender is going to be all over this like stink on a monkey. They're going to be all over it if the core systems aren't functioning. By the way, what other kind of core systems are there? There is the roof. The roof is a core system. If you have a bad roof that you don't think you can have a 5-year certificate, that's what when there's trouble brewing on the roof, what does the lender ask for? They're asking for a 5-year certificate. They want the roof to be good for at least 5 years. Now, there's a lot of roofers out there that will not come out and talk to you about 5-year certificates. I understand. What? Because 5-year certificates might mean they're not putting money in their pocket. It might mean that they're just, it's not something for liability purposes they want to do. Okay, but you need to find someone that will, if you think the roof can last at least 5 years or you're being challenged on it. You don't need to have the qualified opinion. Qualified opinions are people that are in the industry doing that kind of work and actually involved in it and have insurance and licenses in that part. You're a realtor. Stay in your lane. It's critical, not just in core systems. And I know the topic today is core systems to the home. It's critical, though, that you stay in your lane, because this is how you will earn the respect of your client, by you staying in your lane and making, now follow me here, making others perform and showcasing that to the person that is your client, that you are holding other people's feet to the fire and making them perform. You're not jumping out of your lane and giving opinions on the roof. You're not jumping out of your lane and doing other things like that. That would be ridiculous to do. What you need to do is have a list of people, a list that will allow you to advise your client. The advising of the client is critical, so they know where you're going with this. They're either trying to buy a home or sell a home. And if they're trying to buy a home, of course, they don't want problems with core systems. And by the way, the seller of the home, they don't want problems with core systems either. Let's slow down here a little bit. I hope you're having a good time this morning. We are about building your career. Jump over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, follow us on YouTube, and be a subscriber. It costs you nothing to be a subscriber, and it will put knowledge consistently in your pocket by opening up the members only events, the Guru member only events. It will open those up to you so that you can have a deeper knowledge base. Okay, I do love my morning coffee. I've slowed down from coffee. I used to drink it throughout the day. I don't usually anymore, but I love my morning coffee. I love to get it going in the morning. So even I have a mocha pot, by the way. We're off topic just for a second, talking coffee, and I have what's called an MOKA, a mocha pot. If you haven't seen one before, go to Amazon, type in mocha pot, MOKA, mocha pot. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I use the Violetti mocha pot, and let me know, how are you making your coffee in the morning, or whatever your drink is, but particularly in this situation, if it's coffee, what are you using? Are you using an old-fashioned percolator? The percolated coffee can be what wonderful. I grew up with my parents doing percolated coffee. I can hear the percolator from the bed, and I can think about it to this day. It's one of those very young memories. I could hear the percolation going on, and it was a stovetop percolator, by the way. So then, of course, came along the auto drip systems and the systems that have timers. Do you have a timer? If you have a timer on your coffee, let me know. I'd like to hear from you if you have that clock timer. There's still a lot of them out there. They're still being sold, particularly in the auto drip systems. You can put a timer and have it wake you up with the smell of the coffee in the morning. If you're using one of those, I'd love to hear from you in the comments as to what's going on. Okay, back over to our topic today, which is core systems. And why are we so concerned of core systems? I've had more sales fail due to failure of core systems than probably any one other singular item. Now, let's hit that again. Lots of years in this business, hundreds of sales, millions and millions of dollars of sales. And I've had more sales fail because of one singular item, which is a core system is in failure, and the seller won't repair it. Or maybe they can't, maybe they just don't have the funds to repair it. They just can't. For whatever reason it fails due to this. If you are the listing agent, wouldn't you have loved to know before having a buyer standing in front of you, negotiating this, and then you've taken the home off the market. It's been off the market a while, and now there's been inspections, and now this problem has been revealed. Whether it's a plumbing problem, roofing problem, heating system, roof, foundation, all these core systems. Excuse me. If it's a core system and it can't be repaired, it's going to fail for financing purposes. Usually it will fail due to financing purposes. And you're probably going to be giving the earnest money back, because failure of financing is one of the core causes for them to get their earnest money back. Well, that is something. And now you've wasted time. And now you've gotten your listing client that listed with you, and you had built that initial trust within them. And now that trust has been rattled because a core system isn't functioning. And who are they going to blame? They're going to look at their professional and say, why didn't you tell me of something about this? Why couldn't you have alerted me to this? Now, if you did, then it's going to be a different kind of conversation. They're going to say, well, you told us that we should have a pre-inspection. Well, you told us we have an aging roof. You told us we have an aging heating system. You told us we have a crack in the foundation. You know, when you go to list a home, you don't just show up and sign papers and leave. Your job is bigger than that. You have to look at the whole home, all the systems, including all the core systems. You need to know something about them. Hopefully, the homeowner has some paperwork if they've done any updates or maintenances to them. It's getting less and less that people actually have paperwork on these systems now. But if they do, you need to collect that and be prepared to send it out to interested buyers so they have an idea of what's going on with the core system and the maintenance of it. Because core systems will rapidly throw your sale into the dumpster if they're not functioning the way they're supposed to function. A roof that leaks isn't functioning the way it's supposed to function. Plumbing that leaks, again, it's not functioning how it's intended to function. Plumbing isn't supposed to leak. I'm not talking about an occasional drip out of the sink. That's not the problem. Even though I've had plenty of people say they've got to get a plumber in and fix that drip. And you stand there and you think, wow, the drip is like every, occasional 15, 20 minutes. That's really not what banks are looking at. People aren't concerned with an occasional drip out of the sink. What they're concerned about is after it drips and it goes into the pipes of the home, where does it go then? Does it drip onto the floor and start rotting the house, or is it exited out of the home properly through the piping system that gets rid of the water? Same thing with heating systems or foundations. They need to function like they're supposed to function, or they might kill your sale. This is why we are so dogmatic about core systems. Core systems to the home can kill your sale rapidly. Also, even if you're going to keep it together, fixing a roof, it can be very difficult. Finding someone to do it, that's the difficulty part. Same thing with a heating system or a foundation or a plumbing system. Right now in this coronavirus period of time, all these trades have went crazy. Crazy busy, that is. They're so busy, your closing date, which you thought might be in 10 days, might now be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 months out, because getting that electrician in, getting a plumber in, getting a roofer in, getting someone in to deal with these core functioning problems in the home can take a long time, a really long time. And you may not have an option to do a holdback and give them the option of repairing later, because they The lender may not close on the house until these things are done. It depends upon the lender. It depends upon the problem. It depends upon exactly what's happening and the story going on in that particular home. Core systems, critical. You've got to know about it. Knowledge, skills, and abilities. You can showcase this and you can earn the trust of your client and build your business like never before. You showcase this to your client, they're going to tell others exactly about what you did and how you prepared them to purchase the home or the sale of a home. One way or another, they're going to tell the story. It's this kind of person-to-person story that will build your recommendation, your referral business. And remember, we want to build your referral business that in 3 to 5 years, over half of your business is coming back around as a referral product to you. That's part of our goal in building your business. It's part of our goal in the Guru members only events. It's our absolute goal in our coaching, one-on-one coaching products. And it's our absolute goal in our course called Kickstarter. You can see the Kickstarter link right down below. The Kickstarter link will take you to a page that talks about our course. This course will build your business. I don't care what company you're with. You need to understand in the year 22 how to build your business. Yes, you have great skills from the past, but what are you doing with them today in this environment? It's different today. Let's build your business larger than you could have ever imagined it to be. But you have to understand how to build it with the skills of today. Let's sharpen your skills and let's build your business. This is Real Estate Daily. I am your real estate guru, and I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow.